my name is Samantha Reyes, and today I will share a little bit about my vision for my project called Shellebrate the Seas for Global Goals Week of 2024. No matter who you are, whether you are an aspiring student, well-seasoned professional, or even just a volunteer who is willing to help, you can be a part of bringing this project to life. Here is a brief overview of what we will be going over today, including a bit about myself. Global Goals Week is when the United Nations system brings together over 150 partners from various backgrounds and professions. This is done with the intention of accelerating our SDGs, short for Sustainable Development Goals, which are 17 problems here that we hope to make a positive impact on. Some SDGs that particularly interest me and Shellebrate the Seas are number 6, Clean Water and Sanitation, and number 14, Life Below Water. So what's in it for you? Well, you can create a lasting impact on the next generation. To be able to change our future, we have to start today. And that is why I'm here. Once again, my name is Samantha Reyes. I am 15 years old, and I am also an 11th grade student from Irvine, California. Apart from being an older sister, I have always had a passion for music and the performing arts. I've played and performed piano since I was 7 years old, as well as entered in several local and international competitions and consistently placed in the top 3. I am in varsity color guard and was previously a captain of my team. During my term, I was able to help grow and double the size of my team. Color guard is a sport that performs during halftime American football games and annually competes in their own division known as Winter Guard International, or WGI Sport of the Arts. I have also been an assistant stage manager for several of my high school productions. As a freshman, I joined the Cappies team, a group of countrywide theater-loving critics who get to watch other high school productions and write publications on them. In that time, I have had several of my writings published to other high schools in OC, and I was nominated and awarded the Cappies Freshman Critic of the Year. I am also a Girl Scout, and I joined 10 years ago. As a Brownie, I was the level representative Girl Scout for their largest fundraiser, and constantly achieved highest awards at every level since, for example, my Bronze and Silver awards. I am currently in the process of working on my Gold Award, which is targeted to educate and inspire elementary students about the ocean. Academically, I have always maintained straight A's throughout my AP courses and other advanced classes, as well as been recognized and awarded by faculty as an example to my fellow students through the Spur Award. Most recently, I was one of 8 youth delegates at the United Nations World Oceans Day 2024 conference, in which I had the highest privilege of networking with people around the country and meeting famed explorer Sylvia Earle, a role model who I have looked up to ever since I discovered my passion for marine science. I have always had an interest in nature and adventure, especially when it comes to exploring the ocean. I'm very grateful for my parents, who have allowed me to pursue these opportunities and taken our family traveling to different places all over the world. Some of my favorite experiences were cage diving with bronze whalers in South Africa or night snorkeling with manta rays at the large island in Hawaii. I am advanced open water scuba certified with PADI, which opens up a new realm of possibility for me that I am very excited to encounter. One of my most favorite diving destinations have been Cozumel, Mexico. I've been fortunate to have participated in the National Geographic Student Travel Program to Baja California, as well as the Broadreach Marine Biology Program in St. Martin and other Caribbean islands. I am also an active Teen Science Cafe volunteer at the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, which I have worked with since 2022. I also currently volunteer for educational booths and surveys with Get Inspired, a local nonprofit here in Huntington Beach, California. And now, let me show you a bit about my latest project, Shellebrate the Seas. The issue that this project would like to address is the lack of awareness around an ocean ecosystem health. As humans, we have always largely impacted the natural world we coexist with. Carbon emissions put out by human activity, such as cars and factories, is leading towards an alarming rise in ocean temperatures. This change, amongst many other negative effects, is destructive to the marine ecosystems, damaging corals and forcing various species to relocate. However, the world does not have time for these problems to be out of sight and out of mind. As shown during the UN World Oceans Day 2024 conference, there are several factors of living in a healthy environment. According to this chart on the right, society has already surpassed the safe operating space of 6 of these, 3 of which are past the point of no return. Copernicus Climate Change Service has shown temperatures to be off the charts, recording average sea surface temperatures around 21.6 degrees Celsius. This connects to the UNESCO State of the Ocean 2024 report, which discovered that ocean temperatures have already increased by an average of 1.45 degrees Celsius. While it may not seem like a lot, animals such as corals are very particular about their living conditions, so even the slightest change will affect them. While this situation is very dire, Shellebrate the Seas aims to change that. Our mission is to find alternative ways to lower carbon emissions, regenerate our ecosystems, and improve ocean conditions for marine life. In order to do so, I have developed a framework that I like to call REFRESH. It stands for Research, Engage, Facilitate, Recalibrate, Evolve, Sustain, and Harmonize. First, you begin with researching the problem so that you can become an expert on your topic. Next, you want to spread the word and engage others. You also need to facilitate an event or project that will work towards your goal. After trial and error, you can recalibrate and find out what works and what didn't so that you can continuously evolve the program as your needs and challenges also evolve. This will lead you to developing something sustainable that can finally be harmonized and integrated into daily life. Here are some of my fellow youth delegates who I met at the UN World Oceans Day 2024 conference. They are also working on their own projects, so we have supported each other's organizations since. I have been working on Shellebrate the Seas since last year. My goal is that within the next 2 to 3 years, I can ultimately have a nonprofit that will sustain the programs and activities that have been developed, such as a video series, research, and more listed here. I hope to be able to spread my passion to others in my community as well. My specific target audience is to reach 25 schools with 50 students each, as well as generate over 9,000 views. I would love to have 100 volunteers in 5 different cities around the US to start. And this is where you can come in and help. My invitation for you today is to reach out so that we can have a conversation about how we can collaborate and make this better for everyone and for our future. Please scan the QR code, which will direct you to my LinkedIn, and we can go from there. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to celebrating the seas with you.